everyone. Hi guys, this is your accounts master teacher MLA Sheetal Chaudhary, and I welcome you all to our channel Vedantu Commerce. Now you must be thinking कि मैम हमारे मैसेज का रिप्लाई क्यों नहीं कर रही है. So I'm really very sorry that we can't reply to your messages today because these are premiered sessions, these are recorded sessions. तो आज छुट्टी है, दशहरा है और दशहरा के दिन आपको अपने जो मन बुद्धि है उसको नष्ट करना है और दिमाग लगा के अच्छे से पढ़ना है. So wishing you all a very happy Dashera guys. So may God fulfill all your wishes and may you remain always happy. चलिए, जैसा कि आज हमें पता है, जैसे कि रावण आज खत्म हुआ था, उसी की तरह आज हम सिलेबस खत्म करने वाले हैं. सो व्हाट अ कोइंसिडेंस ना. दशहरा वाले दिन आपका सिलेबस कंप्लीट होने वाला है. टुडे वी विल हैव लास्ट क्लास ऑफ आवर सिलेबस, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी रेशियोज पार्ट 2. एंड आफ्टर दैट कौन सी सीरीज स्टार्ट होने वाली है, क्या करेंगे हम, तो उसके लिए आपको सेशन में एंड तक बने रहना है. एंड आई विल be telling you that what we are planning after the syllabus. So stay tuned till the end of this session. And अगर आप हमारे चैनल पे नए हैं, अगर आप ये चेहरा पहली बार देख रहे हैं, और if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then please take a moment to hit that red icon. So go and subscribe our channel. Also, I hope that you all have marked your attendance. मेरे प्यारे प्यारे अच्छे अच्छे बच्चों ने पहले से ही अटेंडेंस मार्क कर दी है. जिन्होंने नहीं करी है जल्दी से जाओ, go and hit the red icon and mark your attendance now and do share it with your friends. Okay, so as you all know, this is Lakshya batch. This is the class 12th accountancy session and we are going to end the syllabus, end the chapter accounting ratios. तो क्या करने वाले हैं अपन आज? We will do profitability part 2. अब मैंने आपको लास्ट क्लास में बताया था कि प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी रेशियो इज ऑफ 5 टाइप्स: ऑपरेटिंग रेशियो, ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट रेशियो, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट रेशियो, नेट प्रॉफिट रेशियो एंड रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट. आउट ऑफ दीज 5 हम 2 ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं पिछली वाली क्लास में. अगर आपने पिछली वाली क्लास नहीं देखी, इफ यू हैवंट वॉच्ड द प्रीवियस क्लास, देन डू वॉच इट. इट इज अवेलेबल ऑन आवर चैनल. एंड today we will do operating profit ratio, net profit ratio and the most important return on investment, ROI. So we will do 3 ratios today. So जो भी अभी ready नहीं हुआ है, please get ready so that we can rock in this session. Okay, so the learning outcomes will be profitability ratio. We will be doing the remaining 3 profitability ratios. So these are, okay, let's start now. So it's time to start the session guys, and I hope कि आप सब तैयार हैं. You all are ready. So are we ready? Yes or no? I can see a lot of yes in the chat box, although I can't see it, but still मैं उसको feel कर सकती हूँ. I know my students, you all will be saying yes ma'am, super ready, yes yes yes. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं क्लास को. Always usually as usual with the question. So your question is net profit ratio. Net profit ratio, it is what? It is turnover ratio, activity ratio. It is long-term solvency ratio, it is short-term solvency ratio, or it is profitability ratios. Tell me your answer. Net profit ratio is what? A, B, C, D. Waiting for your answers in the chat box. Okay, I can't see your answers, but I know most of you are answering it correct. And as usually I will tell you the answer at the end of the session. So stay tuned till the end of the session. Until then, let's start the class. So you can see there are five types of profitability ratios. We have already done operating ratio and the gross profit ratio. And in this class, we will do the remaining ratios, that is operating profit ratio, net profit ratio, and return on investment. So now you must be thinking, मैम ये operating profit ratio और operating ratio same सा नहीं है? Yes guys, it is very similar. ये operating ratio और operating profit ratio ये लगभग एक जैसी होती है, ये लगभग similar होती है. तो आइए जानते हैं how we will calculate the operating profit ratio and what does it means. इसका क्या मतलब है, क्यों calculate कर रहे हैं हम लोग ये ratio. So we will start with the operating profit ratio, and the meaning is, this ratio is the relationship between operating profit. It is the relationship between operating profit and revenue from operation. It is the relationship between operating profit and revenue from operation. And it helps in assessing the operational efficiency of the business. तो ये आपको यही बताएगा कि आपके operations कितने smoothly carry out हो रहे हैं, how smoothly you are working on your operations, on your production, on your sales activity, आप कितने अच्छे से अपने business को carry on कर रहे हो. Then अगर ये ratio अच्छी है, if your ratio is high, so increase in the ratio shows improvement in the operational efficiency. So अगर आपकी ratio बढ़ती है, इसका मतलब आपकी operational efficiency भी बढ़ रही है, increase हो रही है. And as I have told you in the last class, all the profitability ratios, सारी की सारी profitability ratios are expressed in the form of percentage. So this operating profit ratio is also expressed in the form of percentage. Now, how we will calculate it? इसको calculate कैसे करेंगे? एक मिनट. Yeah. Just a minute. Sorry. So how we will calculate it? The formula to calculate the operating profit ratio is, operating profit will be divided by revenue from operation and we will multiply it with 100. So operating profit divided by revenue from operation divided by net sales multiplied with 100. अब आप लोग सोच रहे हैं, मैम ये ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट कहाँ से आएगा? फ्रॉम वेयर वी विल गेट दिस ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट? सो जस्ट गिव मी 1 सेकेंड, 1 मिनट दीजिए मुझे, 1 सेकेंड. So how we will calculate the operating profit ratio? How we will calculate the operating profit, sorry. So the operating profit, these are the formulas for operating profit. We have already calculated the gross profit in the last class. We have done the gross profit ratio. So in the previous class, we have calculated the gross profit. And today we will calculate operating profit and net profit. So how you will calculate operating profit? The formula for operating profit is in the gross profit. Now क्वेश्चन में ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट भी गिवन हो सकता है और नेट प्रॉफिट भी गिवन हो सकता है. इन द क्वेश्चन आइदर द ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट विल बी गिवन और द नेट प्रॉफिट विल बी गिवन. इफ gross profit is given, then you will use the first formula, but If the net profit is given, then you will use the second formula. तो आपको सारे फॉर्मूलाज याद करने हैं क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में कुछ भी गिवन हो सकता है, नेट प्रॉफिट भी और ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट भी. So let's suppose that the gross profit is given as of now. अभी हमें क्या given है? Gross profit. So to find out operating profit, in the gross profit we will add other operating income. Your other operating income will be added and other operating expenses will be subtracted. So add other operating income and minus other operating expenses. So in gross profit we are adding operating income and we are subtracting operating expenses. What if the net profit is given? क्या करेंगे अगर net profit given है? So second formula, if the net profit is given, then in net profit you will add non-operating expenses. It is non-operating. So if net profit is given, you will add non-operating expenses and we will subtract non-operating income. We will subtract non-operating income. Now, can you focus that in the first formula, it is operating income and operating expense. And in the second formula, it is non-operating expense and non-operating income. So there is a difference. पहले वाले में सिर्फ ऑपरेटिंग था, but दूसरे वाले में it is non-operating. It is opposite. So if the net profit is given, you will add non-operating expenses and you will subtract non-operating income. And the simplest formula, if revenue from operation is given and operating cost is also given, revenue from operation is given, operating cost is given. So from revenue from operation, you will subtract operating cost and you will get the operating profit. So these are the three formulas for operating profit. I request you all to please take 1 minute to read all these formulas. इनको अपने दिल में बसा लो, अच्छे से formulas पढ़ो. You have 1 minute. So come on guys, do it quickly. After that we will do the question. Is it done, guys? Okay, your 1 minute is over and I hope everyone had read these formulas. Now, as I told you that operating ratio and operating profit ratio, they are similar. They are kind of similar. So what is the relationship between these two ratios? इन दोनों के बीच में क्या रिश्ता है? कौन सा रिश्ता है इन दोनों के बीच में? हम आपके हैं कौन? देखते हैं ये इनके है कौन? And the relationship is the total of both these ratios will be 100. Operating ratio plus operating profit ratio. The total of both these ratios is 100. तो MCQ में ये पक्का आ सकता है. आपको MCQ में ऑपरेटिंग रेशियो गिवन होगा 60% एंड आपको कैलकुलेट करना है ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट रेशियो. सो व्हाट इट विल बी? इट विल बी 40%. So this is very important according to MCQ questions. So please pay attention. The relationship between operating ratio and operating profit ratio is that the total of both is 100. So this was your operating profit ratio and the formula was operating profit divided by revenue from operation multiplied by 100. This is the formula of operating profit ratio. So this ratio is complete. It is complete. Now we have completed 3 ratios: gross profit, operating profit, and operating ratio. Now the fourth ratio is net profit ratio. चौथी रेशो कौन सी है? नेट प्रॉफिट रेशो. अब ये कौन सी रेशो है, इसका क्या मतलब है, क्या फॉर्मूला है, तो आइए देखते हैं क्या मतलब है इसका. सो नेट प्रॉफिट रेशो, नाम में क्या छुपा है? नेट प्रॉफिट छुपा है. So this ratio is a relationship between net profit and revenue from operation. It is a relationship between net profit and दूसरा तो 99% revenue from operation ही होगा, क्योंकि बहुत सारी रेशो में ये तो है ही है. So it is a relationship between net profit and net sales. तभी आपको याद है मैंने लास्ट क्लास में क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि profitability ratios are based on sales, because आप देख सकते हो in each ratio, gross profit ratio, operating profit ratio, we are dividing every ratio by revenue from operation by sales. In every ratio the denominator is sales. So that's why the profitability ratios are based on sales. हर रेशो में सेल्स तो है ही है, रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन है ही है. So net profit ratio, it is a relationship between net profit and net sales revenue from operation. अब ये प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी रेशो है तो ये क्या बताएगी? इट विल डेफिनेटली टेल यू दी ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी. आपके जो ऑपरेशंस हैं वो कैसे चल रहे हैं, आपका बिजनेस कैसे चल रहा है, आपका काम कैसा चल रहा है, आप अच्छे से संभाल रहे हो अपने काम को या नहीं संभाल रहे. सो इट हेल्प्स इन डिटरमाइनिंग द ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द बिजनेस एंड इट इंडिकेट्स द एक्चुअल स्टेटस ऑफ द बिजनेस. ये बिजनेस को उसकी असलियत दिखा देता है. So it indicates the actual status of the business. As higher the net profit, better the business. जितनी अच्छी रेशो होगी उतना अच्छा बिजनेस होगा, जितनी कम रेशो होगी उतना बेकार बिजनेस होगा. तो यहाँ से बिजनेस को उसकी औकात पता लग जाती है, बिजनेस को उसकी असलियत पता चल जाती है कि where are we actually standing, कितना पानी है और कितना दूध है सब पता लग जाता है. अगर and the next point is a decline in the ratio over the past period. अगर पिछले साल के कंपेयर आपकी रेशो कम हुई है, if according to the past period the ratio has declined, it shows a fall in the operational efficiency. तो अगर आपकी रेशो कम हुई है कंपेयर टू द प्रीवियस ईयर, इसका मतलब आपकी ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी में ढलान आई है, फॉल आया है. And again, as I told you, all the profitability ratios are expressed in the form of percentage. So net profit ratio, it is also expressed in the form of percentage. So this was the meaning of net profit ratio. Now, how is it calculated? तो calculate कैसे करते हैं मैम? So यहाँ पर है आपका फॉर्मूला. The formula is net profit after tax. जो एक्चुअली में आपके हाथ में प्रॉफिट आता है ना टैक्स के बाद, the net profit after tax will be divided by revenue from operation and it will be multiplied with 100. So net profit after tax divided by revenue from operations multiplied by 100. So this is your formula. अब आप लोग सोच रहे हैं कि ये नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है, हाउ विल वी कैलकुलेट दिस नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स. बट बिफोर मूविंग ऑन टू द फॉर्मूला, प्लीज टेल मी कि यहाँ तक समझ आया, मीनिंग ऑफ नेट प्रॉफिट रेशियो इज क्लियर और नॉट, द फॉर्मूला इज क्लियर और नॉट, यस और नो, समझ आया हाँ या ना? Okay, I hope that it is clear. If you have any doubts, please write down it in the comments box. I will be answering it later on. Now, this is the formula for net profit after tax. This is the formula for net profit after tax. From the sales, from revenue from operation, you will subtract your cost, you will subtract your operating expenses, you will subtract your non-operating expenses, you will subtract your, sorry, you will add your non-operating income first, and after adding the non-operating income you will pay the tax, you will subtract the tax. So the formula is, from revenue from operation we will subtract cost of revenue from operation, we will subtract operating expenses, we will subtract non-operating expenses, we will add non-operating income, and we will subtract the tax. So after this you will get the net profit after tax. आपको जो आपके हाथ में प्रॉफिट है उसकी वैल्यू पता लग जाएगी, and then you will use the formula net profit after tax divided by revenue from operation multiplied by 100. तो चलिए, it's time to apply the formula, it's time to calculate net profit ratio, it's time to solve the question now. So are you guys ready for the question? Yes or no? Are we ready? Tell me. Okay, I hope that you all are ready. So here we have the question. ये है आपका क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन में आपको रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन गिवन है 14 लाख. Revenue from operation is given 14 lakh. Then gross profit is given. Let me make changes for you. So here we have it. Three informations are given. Revenue from operation is given, gross profit is given, indirect taxes are given. Now, can you calculate the net profit? Can you calculate the net profit? Yes, we can calculate it. The formula for net profit is gross profit माइनस इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस. ये तो हमने क्लास 11th में भी किया था इन फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट चैप्टर. From gross profit you will subtract all the indirect expenses. So 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, your net profit is 6 lakh. Your net profit is 6 lakh. Now use the formula of net profit ratio. Net profit 6 lakh divided by revenue from operation. Net profit divided by revenue from operation multiplied by 100. 0 to 0 cancel. 600 divided by 14. Your answer is, where is the answer? So your answer is 42.86%. 6 lakh divided by 14 lakh multiplied by 100, 42.86. This is your net profit ratio. So this was a very easy question because revenue from operation is directly given and the net profit can be easily calculated. From gross profit, we have subtracted indirect expense. So 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, your answer is 6 lakh. Now tell me, is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? सबको समझ आया? हाँ या ना? Okay guys, I hope it is clear to everyone. So now coming on to the last ratio, last part of syllabus, that is return on investment, which is also called as capital employed. Return on investment, ROI, or it is also called as capital employed. Now what is this return on investment capital employed? ये कैसी अजीब सी रेशो है? So this ratio is, it shows, it expresses the relationship between net profit before interest and tax. It expresses the relationship between net profit before interest and tax and capital employed. So it will show the relationship between these two items: net profit before interest, before tax, and capital employed. And it again measures that how efficiently you are running your business, how efficiently you are using your resources. आप कितने अच्छे से बिजनेस चला रहे हो, आप कितने अच्छे से आपके रिसोर्सेज को यूज कर रहे हो. Also, it indicates that whether the company or business is giving satisfactory return or not. बिजनेस से अच्छा खासा रिटर्न निकल रहा है या नहीं, business is giving satisfactory returns or not. And it will assess the overall performance. Of course, it will assess the overall performance because it is a part of profitability ratios. तो ये आपको आपकी ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंस दिखा देगा कि आप कैसा काम कर रहे हो, आपका बिजनेस कैसा चल रहा है. And last but not the least, it is expressed again in the form of percentage. So it is expressed in the form of percentage. Now what's the formula? How we will calculate this return on investment? So the formula is net profit before interest, before tax, before dividend. Net profit before interest, before tax, before dividend, divided by capital employed, multiplied by 100. So this is the formula to calculate the ROI. Now we know how to calculate net profit before interest and tax. We have already done this in interest coverage ratio. How to calculate net profit, interest and tax, we have already done this in the interest coverage ratio. And capital employed also we have done in the working capital ratio maybe. We have done this already. But let's revise it again. Let's see how we will calculate capital employed. कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? नाउ टू कैलकुलेट कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड यू हैव टू अप्रोचेस. You can either use the liabilities approach or you can use the assets approach. You can use any of the approach. According to the liabilities approach, you will add shareholder fund and non-current liability. If you are using the liabilities approach, you will add shareholders fund and non-current liability. And if the statement of P&L balance is negative, if balance of statement of P&L is negative, then it will be subtracted from shareholders fund. It will be subtracted from shareholders fund. So we will add shareholder fund and non-current liability. And according to the asset approach, the formula is non-current asset. You will add non-current asset and working capital. According to asset approach, these two items will be added: non-current assets and working capital. That is current asset minus current liability. And after that, your net profit before interest, before tax will be divided by this capital employed and will be multiplied with 100. We will do a question, so don't worry. So tell me, is the meaning and formulas clear to everyone? If you guys have any doubts, please ask your doubts in the comments box. I will be answering it later on. So please tell me, is it clear or not? Samajh aaya? What is ROI? What is the meaning? What is the formula? Okay, so I hope that it is clear to everyone. Now it's time to apply the formulas. It's time to solve a question. So let's see what we have in the question. This is your question. Net profit after interest is given. Net profit after interest but before tax. Net profit before tax but after interest is 1,40,000. So net profit before tax is 1,40,000 and we need, हमें क्या चाहिए? We need net profit before interest and tax. We need net profit before interest and tax. So what you will do? In the net profit before tax, in net profit before tax, you will add interest. You will add interest. So in 1,40,000, we will add interest and we have to calculate interest. We have to calculate it. So this is your second item. 15% long-term debentures are 4 lakh. 15% long-term debentures. So interest will be 15% of 4 lakh. Interest will be 15% of 4 lakh. It will be 60,000. So this is your interest. So in 1,40,000, you will add interest 60,000 and your answer is 2 lakh. Net profit before interest and tax is 2 lakh. Now how we will calculate the capital employed? The formula for capital employed is, the formula for return on investment is net profit before interest and tax divided by capital employed multiplied by 100. Now your net profit before interest and tax, it is 2 lakh. We have calculated this 2 lakh. We have to divide this net profit before interest and tax by capital employed. So how will you calculate capital employed? So the formula for calculating capital employed as per liabilities approach is add shareholders fund and non-current liability. We will add shareholder fund and non-current liability. So we will add debt 4 lakh and shareholder fund 2,40,000. 4 lakh plus 2,40,000, capital employed is 6,40,000. So capital employed is 6,40,000. Now you can see the answer here. This is your net profit before interest and tax 2 lakh. This is your capital employed 6,40,000. So use the formula 2 lakh divided by 6,40,000 multiplied by 100. So 2 lakh divided by 6,40,000 multiplied by 100. This is your answer. 31.25%. 31.25%. So this is your answer. So the main thing in this entire chapter is formulas. अगर आप लोगों को फॉर्मूला आते हैं आप ये चैप्टर आराम से कर लोगे, लेकिन जहां फॉर्मूला भूले वहां आपसे क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा. सो फॉर्मूलाज को घोल के पी जाओ. नाउ टेल मी, इज दिस क्वेश्चन क्लियर टू एवरीवन? ये क्वेश्चन सबको समझ आया? हाउ वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड ROI? Yes or no? Okay guys, I can see your messages, but I hope that it is clear to everyone. If it is not clear, you can see the replay, na? And here we have the answer of your question. So the answer of the question that I asked you in the beginning was profitability ratio, and you all have answered it correct. So well done, guys. Congratulations, everyone. Net profit ratio, it is a part of profitability ratios. Now that's it for the today's session, and I know आप लोगों को इंतजार है मैम बता दो अब अगला क्या होगा, what we will do after this. So the next we are planning sample paper series for you. So we are launching sample paper series. We will be dividing the sample paper into different parts and we will be solving each single question. तो हम हर question solve करेंगे sample paper का. So stay tuned for this. It will be starting next week. So you will have the first session on Wednesday. Wednesday 9 p.m. we will be solving our sample paper. So stay tuned, guys. And if you guys want to attend more such classes with me, then you can join pro subscription. You can join the crash courses because right now we are providing you flat 50% off. Vedantu Education Fest is live now and you will be getting flat 50% discount on all the courses. So for that you can use my code SCPRO. So go and use my code this festive season to get flat 50% off on all the courses. And ये सिर्फ festive season के लिए है, limited time के लिए है, तो जल्दी से जाओ और ले लो बच्चा. So if you want to attend unlimited classes with me, if you want to have the best teachers of India, if you want to ask doubts in the live classes, then you can join these crash courses which are available at flat 50% off. So what you are waiting for? Go to the link in the description box quickly and grab it now. And if you guys are new to our channel or if you're watching this face for the first time, then please take a moment to subscribe our channel for more such live classes, and for sample paper solutions, go and subscribe our channel. And if you like this session, then please do give it a big thumbs up and do share it as much as you can. And now I will see you all in the next class on Wednesday. Also, we have the mentee. On Monday, we will have mentee quiz of your class at 9 p.m. And on Wednesday, we will do the sample paper solving. So we'll see you all on Monday at 9 p.m. with the mentee quiz. Till then, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you so much for attending the session, guys. So we'll see you all in the next class. Prepare yourself for mentees. And now bye-bye. Good night. Have sweet dreams. Take care.